Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's the answer. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today it is time for us to start the Vampire Lestat. This is Season 1, Episode 1. Very excited to see where this goes. If you saw our reactions to the trailer that were out there, you know we're pretty hyped for this one. Finally, we get to see Lestat as a rock star. I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to see this. You saw the trailers, or with us, we're hyped, and we're going to stay hyped.
It has been a minute, ladies and gentlemen, since I have been this excited for a new season. Lestat is here. He's a rock star. We're ready to party. Let's get to it.
No further ado then, let's go! There we go.
Let's go. Even the intro is awesome.
There's.
Was that a dig at Twilight? The poster on the wall?
We
We'll have
had
to
the
look at that.
Nosferatu reference.
Well, I know.
as well.
That's why I thought maybe it was that.
Danger had a song called Bang Bang.
So did Cactus Jack.
Yep. The B-52s.
What are we
Doing an airplane hangar.
some sort of auction
Yeah.
together?
That
Something expensive.
that obviously none of us could afford.
Ooh, look
to
at
do.
Armand with
Oh.
his eye patch. Oh, come. You just stay down there playing with your shoes.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what happens.
The House wishes to extend its gratitude to the gathering for your compliance with
Needed
the
to tighten his shoes so he
unorthodox
doesn't knock his socks
prerequisites of
off.
tonight's event. Furthermore, we wish to reiterate,
He's missing a leg.
Yeah.
as well as to any institutions that you are representing, stating
What?
the obvious: we are not here, and neither are you.
Is Louis missing a leg?
Why is Armand missing an eye?
Yeah.
The master recordings of the complete works of the Vampire Lestat de Lioncourt, which includes his 2025 self-titled album, The Vampire Lestat, original handwritten scores, and private recordings by the Vampire Lestat himself, which include a song cycle in the classical
Is he
vein set to the
gone?
poetry of Baudelaire.
I think this is like the end.
Before we begin the bidding, I perform the following action.
Oh. Why are we torching it?
He brought
Begin the bidding at 1 yuan.
EUN.
So, lot number 2, a music box. Inside a Rosner and Zun Mott turntable with Beolab 90 speakers.
Whoa.
Oh,
Temperature-controlled wine cabinets, one holding a bottle of Newport 1863 port wine, the other with a magnum of blood from the curator himself.
Oh.
A singular vinyl pressing of the complete works of the Vampire Lestat de Lioncourt, previously delineated, along with 111 albums of audio,
111?
an omniscient history of the events of the 2025 album and supporting tour, and the consequential global catastrophes that sprung from said album and tour, as narrated by the
we go.
Vampire Lestat
global
himself.
catastrophes.
The collection has been named The Failures. We will begin the bidding at 50 million yuan.
If you are hearing this now, you must be a very privileged individual. You could have fed a small nation for years while they paved over the rubble. You bought my box instead. I like you already. So let's begin in the middle. For I could and should have ended it there. My tour, my hedonistic pursuit of extremity, all of it. And had I done so, the regretful dead and the traumatized still alive would be somewhere other than they are today. And I am not saying that the attempted extinction of the Y chromosome across the continents was all my fault. No, that would suggest a level of self-importance. It was the spring of 2025. A good nation was making itself great again. And every vampire, those converting and those enduring, they were doing exactly as they pleased.
Oh, I'm not sure I like the idea that Lestat is gone.
He is not gone.
Think he's fake an answer?
I think so.
He's got some fans. in the
Remember that from the
audience.
trailer? Does he got a cape? Oh, he's all scarred up.
Yeah. Actor.
Naturally, I named the band after myself, and the four that backed me played their parts as instructed. There was Larry, the front man, made sideman, choking his guitar neck nightly, wishing it was mine. Brother Alex, the more talented seedling, straight-edged and half the fun. Salamander, bassist, dumb, shockingly dumb. The abandoned bride of a dozen should have died in art school bands, keeping us all in the dirty pocket. We dropped songs on the streams and booked intimate venues to induce what Jen Snooze called FOMO.
Jen Snooze.
Then I baptized them, the beautiful unwell.
Okay, holding the book.
30 performances notched and already resting on the Alps of adequacy. Unacceptable.
They're not digging it.
They are not impressed.
Welcome to Detroit.
Lovely city.
Your song sucks.
That's a cool shot. Have you ever body surfed? I have not.
People don't body surf individuals.
Oh, did you see
like
that?
us.
How he floated back onto the stage?
Well, more tricks to come, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, don't worry. He's just zooming in on his gyrating hips.
he was.
Oh, did you see what appeared
it's,
as he was gyrating?
gotta,
Front head on your kick is shimmering. Tune it up a step. Singer's right. You left your tambourine in its stand, Larry.
I was feeling the guitar.
No one is coming to hear your guitar.
Your guitar.
It's called the Harmony Room. Larry Slater's shredding it tonight, and no one ever.
You signed the checks there.
The tambourine tomorrow is rehearsed and perfected.
and no brown M&Ms.
Use the pen.
But it's funny because it's blood and I'm a vampire.
Notarize an organ, don't notarize in red ink.
There's the band, and there's the shell that protects the band from the world's envy. Our band shell was Christine Clare. She hired, fired, dictated, and castrated with extreme prejudice.
Best not to be you tonight.
We want the car.
No.
Try your best not to be you.
I'm going into my vampire dressing room now, a little draining both ways. You'll have to guess who gets the fangs and who gets the vodka bottle. And yes, it's a vodka bottle.
You did it again.
Oh.
Fucking asshole.
Documentary like Spinal Tap. Peter DeBerge. Hams?
Missing a contact again.
Oh, so
What's with his hair?
Now, you'd think a 54 city rock tour would be a wonderful cover for a blood drinker. Hide your keel up on the bus, wave to the morgue reports in the rearview mirror.
Oh, Jesus.
Sloppy night in Corvallis made urgent the need for a body double. His name was Lenfent, and the Albanian gangsters Christine hired to find my doppelganger found him working construction in the Czech Republic.
Ah, there we go.
I hunted this way and we sent him that way, and every sad photograph uploaded to Reddit or Discord
Reddit.
Let's go. That I, the Vampire Lestat, was Daniel Molloy's fictitious creation.
Nice.
And I've only myself to blame for the timing, having locked us in an attic for a year plus perfecting our sound. A sound I hope would counter Mr. Dulac's portrayal of me as a mayonnaise villain with
There it is.
sociopathic tendencies. Most of humanity moved on from vampires, and rather quickly. Congratulations. Now go make friends. They lifted their heads from their algorithmic handmasters, uttered a collective and swiped left. I am the Vampire Lestat.
Quite the bus.
You left before we started.
Yeah, I figured Spotify some T-Rex and drag a little old nag from Dr. Fareed. Good here. Same diff. Can we mic you? TC punched the boom again. Yeah. So, you and Louis talking again? He doesn't return my texts or my telepathy.
This.
We good?
We're good.
You've been alive and undead for 265 years. 2 world wars, the atomic bomb, the moon landing, the Berlin
Joy
Wall.
Chestnut.
What?
Extraordinary. I hope to meet him one day. Was there a question?
Having accumulated profound wisdom and experience through the dark gift of immortality, why have you chosen to waste it singing music no one wants to hear in pants no one should ever squeeze into?
Hey, we want to hear it.
Get me to repeat myself soon enough. I am sure once you confront your transformational trauma.
I don't have transformational trauma.
That's why these movie producers hired you, Daniel Molloy, Vampire Slayer.
They said you requested me.
Absurd.
Oh,
Absurd.
documentary about a rock band posing as vampires, fronted by an actual vampire.
Directed by a vampire passing as a human.
You tell him for real.
Rome, Wisconsin. Hey.
Is it true you were a stutterer as a child? Louis said you were.
Was he there in 18th century Auvergne?
He said you told him.
Did I threaten Claudia with rape on a train? Was I in the room when Donizetti wrote Don Pasquale? No, and impossible because I had buried myself underground for the vast majority of the 1800s.
I wrote what he told me. I don't have trauma. I love being a vampire. And can you drop the fledgling speak and spell?
The dark, dreary, industrial world. Drugstores locked up baby formula and shaving cream while Saks ate Barneys and someone told everyone that Lululemon was sexy. And the value of human life, it has never been more arbitrary. David, Freddie, Prince Rogers, they're all gone. And the lights on Tay-Tay's ears have dimmed.
It's got a shower in the middle of the tour bus, huh?
It's my era now.
Post Malone and Jelly Roll playing there tonight. 60,000 for a face tattoo palooza. You played an 800-seat venue. How was it your era?
You were listening to The Failures, Album 2, Side B.
Some interesting artwork.
What do you think?
It's nice. I don't see Beyonce covering
There
it.
he is.
Nice.
This is a balloon.
That you're back writing
A
music.
flower box
It's
is nice.
Place. It's a nice word. And it says everything I wanted to express. Don't be a bitch about it.
I have a space above the bed in one of the guest rooms I can't find a painting for.
Oh, the guest room. You want me to come and see your guest room?
It's an affluent neighborhood. Old money, young professionals, a smattering of Christ de transform bébé.
Good eating.
Louis, do you know someone called Daniel Molloy?
I didn't know he had it saved in the cloud. I only found out it was coming out a month ago.
You've known for a month, and you talk about me in it to a mortal?
Well, yeah.
Explain yourself.
It's gonna be here and gone in a minute. No one reads anymore.
Il est genre mystérieux.
Armand.
He's got layers.
Yeah.
God.
Toutes les boomers faisaient la fille pour les
Boomers.
Je le ferais. Faut que tu l'enserres. Je le mordrais. Puis je le lèche. Lestat, man. Il aurait dû le brûler, maudit français, sur Royal Street.
Oh.
Complètement wild, ce livre-là. Tu veux-tu devenir membre? Il y a 10% de...
No, thank you.
Now that's how you properly answer that question. Do you have your little savey save card?
Okay, Mr. Burr.
It was raining.
Look at all the notes he's got.
Your sources are your church. Your editor is your priest.
Don't go to the F. Jesus out. Why must you complicate it?
Can you please?
Hello?
Look at the disgust in his face.
Oh, I want to.
Oh, he's got candy. Okay.
That's it too.
I have a peanut allergy.
Well, allergies are delusional.
Take the mounts.
You take whatever I give you.
What's with that door?
I can't believe he's actually partaking.
Yeah, at first I didn't think he was going to do it, and I saw he had his candy ready to go. He's just going to walk in and start playing.
Oh, Jesus.
You don't need to finger her for 5 bars. You're hurting her. Apologies for the esquire. My man Natura will come in the morning with a replacement and a new front door. No frequent showers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Why music?
Dude, that was sick.
What are we doing here?
We're doing a rewrite.
So this whole tour is just some ironic reaction to my book.
The songs of my story, your documentary, the liner notes.
Liner notes? I won 2 Pulitzers. I'm taking this thing to Cannes. I'm going to be slapping Chris Rock and stroking my Oscar.
I always thought it was cans.
He sings for himself.
Oh.
You mean the city?
I got the switch right here.
Ooh, it's a lot of unreturned text messages. Although if it's a string. Oh, there we go.
Oh, jeez.
That seems like a lot. Now you know how Eddie Van Halen looked at David Lee Roth. Ugh, it's the worst licorice.
So many better kinds.
Black licorice.
Quarter at the bar this time. Take some photos with the fans. Like my.
I planted there. Nice.
Hi, Poppy.
Two nights in a row, my violin competing with his guitar for the solo break. 2 centuries waiting to share my music. 2 years as Mr. Dulac's B-movie brute.
Oh.
My music wrapped itself around me like a jungle snake constricting its prey, and a lifetime of blood bartering overwhelmed the temporal lobe. Muses appeared in my mind, and in the now around me. Memories taking their turn, and that sound I had been grinding them for was finally unleashed. A euphoric gradiness spilling into the crowd, into their bodies, enveloping the venue.
See, practice pays off.
He's got those fangs right out there.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, does she have a mark on her neck already, or is that...
Oh, he just,
Yeah.
yep, for real. It's
Well,
like the plays. Nobody
yeah.
thinks it's real.
I think it's part of the show.
They're posing as vampires, remember?
Which one of you did before?
Raise their hand.
Not here. Me. Get her on the ground.
Oh, because she
all
took
the
all the
blood.
drugs before. Yeah.
Ecstasy. LSD. I should have quit right there and then.
You done this to me?
I lost myself on stage for a moment.
Seems you still lost. Your song's gonna kill you, you know that, don't you? Everything dies. She dies. She dies. Oh, he dies bad.
Oh.
Why are you so sad? Thousands of fans loving you.
I want millions.
And that'll top off that heart of yours.
Billions.
Then why you always gotta make it so hard?
Never enough.
Who told you that?
Don't worry, they coming.
Who's coming?
Great Chute.
Who?
You are listening to The Failures, Album 5,
Oh.
Side B.
Oh my goodness.
Never play 2 nights in Detroit. You'll wind up in Windsor with a broken orbital bone listening to transactional sex through the adjoining walls. Now, the boutique hotel we were staying at was having a grandish opening that night, and the band was asked to lend its celebrity status to the event.
Don't tell me to pose. Fuck you.
I was having sex in an elevator with Dee and the girl I had just overindulged myself with. Actually, that happens later. A lot of things happen.
Oh. Oh. He smashes an old Camaro into the red carpet.
Tell me, why do you like the Vampire Lestat?
Like I'm gonna be in the movie?
Oh, you're in it now.
You're in it now.
The girl is feeling good. Writing the wonders of Dr. Farid's blood transfusion quick pick-me-up cocktail.
Who's this guy? Cause like rock and roll, it's dying.
I sat there, soaking up her praise, along with the band. So what if the dead and buried past was now a fresh and eager groupie? It's rock and roll, you know?
It's rock and roll.
MDMA and LSD, the Torval and Dean of hallucinogenics.
Everybody's like, is rock and roll actually dying?
He's just tripping over there.
They are like the doctor, and Lestat's the scalpel.
I'm the scalpel printed t-shirts.
Scalpel.
He's like, do you wanna fuck? And rock and roll is like, yes, bitch.
I excused myself to the men's room.
Oh.
Vampires pee. We don't do it as often as you do, assuming you're not one of us. And we generally avoid eco-friendly urinals.
T-O-I. Yeah.
Boy.
And then he's been M-O-I. See?
Mert. Lamazoo.
Oh boy. Here we go.
There, Russ.
Pronouns. And yet it's respectful, like silence so that you're on. It's got a bit.
That's a little...
I admire your aim.
Long face sucks.
Russ wanted to apologize.
What?
Oh.
Black licorice? Why do I have to feel? I like those ones.
Frankly, Mr. Shankville, once your own queen is dead, apology accepted. We have a coven out here in Detroit. Do you?
The Fang Gang.
You want to see a real vampire bar? Come with us. We have a huge house out past Bragmore.
These cuts are wild they're doing.
And then there's regional vampires. Always trying to make a name for themselves. I Chardonnay them, too.
Obligations, I'm afraid. But please do send my most sincere bonjour to your Bragmore coven.
I think a vampire of my stature would know better, but then there's that old saying, you fool me once, shame on me. You fool me twice, MDMA and LSD are excellent drugs.
Is that how that goes?
Regionals. Wait, did you say that long face sucked?
Long face sucks.
Does it suck? I wondered. They want a little scrap with the scalpel. No worries, I thought I have the Queen's blood in me. I could take 20 regionals at once with the Queen's blood.
Except...
They called corporate bullshit.
Mr. Dulac's memoir tiptoed around vampire sex, didn't it? He and Dan made it out to be this tortured act or obligational foreplay before blood drinking. The fourth best thing a vampire can do to avoid thinking about the past is to have sex. Carnal pleasure is essential to a vampire survival.
Just, man, why not?
Hey, anybody, come on in.
Everybody's welcome to party.
Probably should have gotten off the 7th floor when I had gotten off. But I didn't.
I'm getting married in a week. I'll never forget you.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, you get it out of your system now, I guess.
No vampire shall ever reveal his or her true nature to a mortal and let the mortal live. Tooth Team, the Fang Gang.
Oh.
I mean, I haven't even told my band I was an actual vampire. I was just singing my songs and fucking my food and defending myself from the vibrant life choices I had made on my way from the Auvergne countryside.
Vibrant life choices. Oh, I gotta write that one down.
We are the children of the darkness reborn.
Jesus fucking There was an after party on the asshole floor.
I like to think I was owed the reinforcements, Dan, and the oddly familiar DJ.
Who's
But
this guy?
Looking back on it now,
Oh.
everything I had done to deserve their timely rescue hadn't happened yet. I'd be dead, I think, without them.
Oh!
You for real?
CCTV, eco-flush toilets. IMF freezing your accounts because you have the blood of a patricidal queen inside you.
Go again. Were you a stutterer as a child?
This is why gods prefer hiding in the clouds. There's nothing there.
Oh, here we go. Hey!
So many opportunities to
I
call
got
it
the
a
lampshade
night.
moving and everything.
After I saw my first soul, after I was nearly decapitated in a boutique hotel hallway, I was saved from such rational thought. Love will do that to you.
Right there.
It better not be fucking Armand.
No shit.
I'll flip this fucking table.
Every kind of you do come. I got myself into something I can't get out of. Music's opened up the batch oven, and I'm not sure if I can close it again.
Well, he is all tore up. Oh, shit.
My Gabriella. It's not much of a reveal, I guess. I know it's common gossip now. The first thing one thinks about when my name comes up. I assume a privileged individual such as yourself enjoys a little dirt in their sandwich. So I serve it to you now.
She wasn't in the Talamasca, was she?
No, I don't believe so, no.
Fledgling. Lover. Mother.
Oh! That's interesting. So that's she. Some people inadvertently in the trailers let us know that was his mom. So thanks to the people who put that out in the trailers. I'm not gonna. I didn't know that it was her right away.
You are caught in great danger with Lestat.
You stole my personal physician. You hired my biographer.
Oh, out in the sun?
What do you think about the Great Conversion?
Fucking stupid.
You are listening to The Failures, Album 8, Side A.
All right, this was
all
that's
that's your
what they talk about with it.
inside the episode type
that
stuff.
AMC has been doing for a while.
Oh,
wow. Well, there we go.
Feels good to be back and just
Into the world of Lestat.
right off the bat. Look, we knew that Lestat was going to be awesome. We knew that was going to be well. I didn't know how this was going to be filmed, and for me, that's the biggest treat. Is the way they're doing it, where he has, we started off in the future, presumably, and now we get Lestat doing all the narration. We're kind of getting a little bit of a documentary type look at it with the band and everything. He's bouncing around with the stories. We're getting flashes of images of stuff that, some of it happened in this episode, some of it hasn't, some of it happened in the previous shows. So I just right off the bat, I think that's wild the way that they're filming it. And that alone has me intrigued. I mean, look, I was going to watch this regardless if it was on the channel or not, just given the characters, because the characters are so damn good. And, I brought up the Talamasca, and that was in kind of the same universe, but it just didn't have the characters that we had in the original Interview with the Vampire to hang on the level that I think I had kind of held
William
this
did his
series
best.
to.
William Fulcher.
To hold these series to. But it just feels so good to be back. And I'm incredibly happy the way they decided to film it. We got the music, of course, which has become its own thing, apparently. But the whole world of how Lestat is managing his life now, and we've got this other coven that comes in and wants to mess him up, and that didn't go so well for them. But really only a couple of things that we saw from the trailer, and I'm glad that they didn't give away a ton of stuff in the trailer, at least in this first episode anyways, because it's like give you just enough to get you excited for the show, and then you'll see kind of thing. So as far as a first episode, man, this was a home run, and obviously we'll dive into individual scenes and stuff as we go, but I want to talk about the way the whole show was done, and outstanding.
Yeah, the way Sam Reid just plays Lestat is just it's amazing. I absolutely love it. I mean, we watched the film, and you know, it was what it was, but it seemed like the show, since they had more time and more episodes, more time to breathe, to present us a great story. We had, you know, the ups and downs with Armand, with Louis, with Lestat, and so now we get to continuation of that. And in this episode, exactly, I agree with you. I love that we're given this, like, where we're getting the narration over the top, just much like we did with the interview where it was, you know, to Daniel, but how they're doing this is it's like you're listening to the records and he's going to say side A, side B. So I like how they're going to do that probably throughout each in every episode. So I like that aspect of it, but then they're also going to then cut in where it's the documentary style with Daniel as well, doing the interviews and trying to get answers out of them. And I thought it was going to be this whole rock band tour and what's all going on. Well, I think that comes to a screeching halt now that he dove out the window. Scene. But just the way they started off, and one of my favorite things, or I don't want to say favorite things, but the thing that still gets me that I like that they've introduced, that when they have any sort of alcohol or drugs in their system, it affects them. Usually when it's something like this, you'd expect, you know, them to not be under any influence with that in that aspect, but when they drink the blood of somebody that's been partying, it affects them. And I really like that aspect of it, and just so that it helped with that final fight scene that they had in the hallway.
Didn't we have a callback, or not a callback, but didn't that happen in earlier seasons where a vampire fed on somebody who was sick or something like that? And it affected them?
Well, I remember Louis fed on someone that was drunk, or Lestat fed on someone that was drunk. Yeah. And so he came home drunk, and then Louis called him out on that, if I remember correctly. But yeah, just a real strong start, I think, to this show, and I'm excited to see where it goes from here. Everything that they've done, like, and then including bringing a guy back from way yonder. This fight scene was amazing.
Yeah, this scene in the hallway I thought was great, because I'm like, oh man, what's, like, they got the piano wire around Lestat's neck. What's going to happen? And then, of course, Daniel shows up. And I don't know about you, Oak, but like for me, it almost took me a minute to remember that Daniel never met Lestat. Just because, you know, the way the show was done, they interacted so much back and forth. I was like, oh, that's right. Lestat never met Daniel ever.
Yeah, he was such an integral part, obviously, of the first two seasons that it takes you a second to realize that everything that Daniel knows about Lestat is through the stories from Louis and Armand. And I think that's where the chest scars come from. It's like, okay, well, he just never mentioned it. Because we had spoken when we saw the trailers, like, oh my God, I wonder what happened. Yeah.
And
that he has the chest scars. Now, look, maybe we go back far enough rather, to learn about where those came from. But yeah, it's an interesting thing. Like, yeah, those two never really met. So now he's getting
who's this Daniel
He's
guy?
Getting this side of the story. Yeah. But we have to remember how much of what Louis and Armand told Daniel was in the book. Like, did Daniel take the story from Louis Armand and switch it for the book to make the book more interesting? And were those all, you know, word for word from Louis and Armand? Look, I cannot say enough about how wildly talented Sam Reid is. And he's like Sam Reid is like my new like actor man crush. And folks, I say, look, those of you who follow the channel, I say that in a very heterosexual way. Not that there's wrong if it was the other way, obviously with this show. But like,
hey, bellhop,
like
get in here.
Man, we're all partying. Like a man crush, admiration. Like, this guy is it. It was the most recent. I think Chris Hemsworth. Of course, it goes back to Patrick Swayze. Yeah, look, it's a long list of just people that you really admire and that you enjoy consuming their content and the things that they're a part of. And I don't know if it's maybe he's tied up with his show, maybe he's choosing his roles much like the band chooses the venues here that aren't necessarily the biggest. I fully expect whenever this interview with the Vampire Lestat role comes to an end, I will be shocked if Sam Reid isn't at the top tier of all the A-list celebrities out there, because he is that talented. And he feels to me like a guy who could cut his hair, grow it long, play any role whatsoever.
It seems like he's almost in like that John Bernthal when he came off of Walking Dead, where all of a sudden he's ready to just go to superstardom.
That's it. Because a lot of us didn't. John Bernthal is a great example, because I didn't know who John Bernthal was before he was Shane Walsh, and then all of a sudden he's in everything. And I feel like Sam Reid is primed to do that. And the funny thing I was going to say about this show was like, I'm sure people after season 1 and season 2, and look, I love Jacob Anderson, and for as much as I like to, say, fuck Armand, Assad Zaman, I mean, incredible performances. When you can make people feel like that disdain towards you, you're doing your job. So fuck Armand, I love you, Assad Zaman. But I feel like they were probably like, how can we work Sam Reid into the show more? I feel like they have these meetings and like, well, he's already, a pretty main character. He's right there. Yeah, but we need more. What if we had him star in the show and narrate it? And here we go with Vampire Lestat. And I love the way they're bouncing back and forth. And that can be, generally speaking, the shows that I think we've seen it done in, it's kind of cool because they give you the end. And it's like, hey, spoiler, but let's find out how we got there. I think
most notoriously that most people think of is Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction, well,
in the modern,
a lot of Tarantino stuff. Right. Like, here's what happened.
But that was the first big one where people talked about it, where they were thrown off, and it was a big deal.
The timeline.
Yeah.
But his performance was so incredible. And look, this is just a analysis independent of the actual story that was being told, independent of the scenes. Just as a whole, Sam Reid's performance was just so incredible, and that's the thing that I gotta throw out there first.
And we popped hard for the I bet, and in this one we got it with the no thank you. So he hit us with one of those, and if he hits us with one of those every episode, I'll be happy.
I can't wait until we get the actual. We're gonna pop pretty hard when we get the episode where he says I bet. But to go back to the very start of the episode. It's like, okay, they're auctioning stuff off. We're at the end. Is he gone? More curiously than what's going on there in the auction. By the way, they just burned all the shit. Who wants to bid on it? We'll just burn it.
One on, and then
but Armand is missing an eye, and Louis is missing at least a part of his leg because he's got a prosthetic limb going into his shoe. So what happened? How does the vampire lose an eye?
Yeah, because they didn't give a date on this. Did they answer when they started?
No,
okay,
no, there's no date on it.
I thought they said, they're saying his 2025 recordings.
Yeah, so what I'm thinking is,
so how far into the future?
Yeah, so I'm thinking this is current.
So it's
It could easily be what it's that auction is happening right now.
That's what I took it. Like, it's modern. They say these are the 2025 recordings. Whether this was obviously we're in 2026 when it's being released. Whether that was, I don't know when they finished recording, but in any regard, modern times. But they leave you with an incredibly intriguing end point before they go backwards, and then they intrigue you even more. Like, look, when he flies out the window and reveals himself to the band, is that like the next step in the evolution of the band? Okay, now the band plays with him and realizes he's an actual vampire and it's not just stories. Or is that like the end of the band and we have to go back even further? I thought this was so entertaining. If you want to hook people, look, I think most people, I think you guys would probably agree with me on this. These guys don't always agree with me on everything.
I think most people who came for the first episode are probably committed for the whole season, regardless of how the first episode goes. But they hooked you.
Yeah, and there's so many little things that they dropped in here. Like they talked about like the calamities that happened in the world or whatever. They talked about, what was it, the great turning or whatever,
the great conversion,
that Daniel talked about. I think in the end. So it's like, does Lestat essentially revealing himself in front of all these people? Is that what kicks off all these things that happen? Because they very much talked about that, and as we saw with the other works from Anne Rice and in this genre, is that everything means something. And the tricky part is that Sam Reid is so damn entertaining, as is the rest of the cast, that it almost seems like you need to go back and watch and like, okay, I watched it to enjoy it. Now I have to watch it to study it and see what I missed, what lines were thrown in there, what flashes did they show that matter. Because, this first time watch, we're just taking it all in and just being entertained by it. But I think there's a ton of information just in this first episode. And I'm sure you folks will let us know in the comments.
And I think with a lot of that information up, they're going to explore that in the next episodes and tell the whole story. And we get to learn everything of Lestat. And what's funny is right away he went off with like, this didn't happen. He writes lies in the book. Yep. We saw the scene where he had like his all notes, where he put the little tabs highlighted. When the guy wanted the autograph, he just wrote lies in it. So I love the fact that like this is like kind of a counterpoint to what Louis said, and who knows who's telling the truth. But it looks like since now that we got introduced to his mother, we're going to go back even further to what even Louis didn't even know about Lestat. Like, and he talked about taking out a pack of wolves when he was a kid, when he was a mortal yet. So we're going to keep going and keep exploring what he is.
Yeah. Well, and that's the tricky part too with this story is, of who's telling the truth, because we remember how the story worked out with Louis and Armand, and what did Louis really remember versus what he was being kind of,
because they even threw it in here
to remember.
They even threw it in here that you're protecting him or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't privy to that information until towards the end of season 2, that Armand had literally changed what Louis thought to be the truth about Lestat. But everything, you got to remember, all the notes and everything Daniel recorded up to the very end was just the story that Lestat, or rather that Louis felt to be the truth. Now, look, even in the case of where somebody wasn't, didn't have their mind altered, fucking Armand, you have two people telling a story of something that happened 40, 50 years ago. You're going to have two very different stories. I mean, ask two people to tell you something that happened, even me, hey, what happened on this night 25 years ago? I could tell you my version. The few other people that there might tell different versions. And look, depending on the event, they might be completely different, might have some similarities, but clearly, Lestat wasn't very happy with the story. But it's a very interesting thing to wonder how much of what Louis remembered was even factual because of Armand. And that was a huge reveal towards the end of the last season, is that Louis just, we're going to casually alter your memory. It was interesting that at the very end, when the blonde comes in, I didn't catch it right away. So when we did the trailers, there were some people, and look, I'm not going to get upset about it, because this is part of having a reaction channel, right? People do spoilers, and that's part of it. And the thing is, like, as a channel, we will go to our Patreon, and we will go in the trailers and stuff like that, and read the YouTube comments, just so we can read the YouTube.
Okay, Michael Scott.
Read the YouTube comments so we can interact with people. And you always risk having spoilers. So again, right when the blonde walked in, I didn't know that was her. But I remember, it's been a minute since we did the trailer. But people had gone in the comments. They were like, "That's his mom." You're like, "Okay, thanks." So as soon as, I was like, "Wait a minute, is that her?" And then when he said mom, I was like, "Oh," it wasn't like this huge, like, "Wait, what? He's kissing his mom?" Because they kind of, or we knew that again. Look, it's interesting. On our Patreon, we have a whole a chat, a separate chat where it's like spoilers, like where people can go. We stay out of that one.
Yeah,
where
right.
people
You click
and
that one
talk
right away
about-
so you can be Mr. Smart Pants.
No.
My prediction happened to be right again. I don't get it.
If you guys thought I was going ahead, the number of times it's 50-50, you know.
Yeah.
But I might be gifting myself a little bit. But so I would like to say I was totally shocked that it was his mom. I am curious to learn the backstory. Obviously, that is not a traditional mother and son kiss. So
Well, it depends on what the term mother means in the vampire world. It
that's
could mean
very well.
something
People,
very
I believe
differently.
people did say in the like it's his mom. But again, look, the vampire. A lot of rules that we have in the normal world goes out the window in the vampire world. So maybe being intimate with your mom is a normal thing in the vampire world. I don't know, folks. I'm still
didn't read
newish
the
to
rule
all
book.
the vampires.
Yeah.
I don't have the rule. Answer's got
We
the
don't-
encyclopedia, folks.
No, I don't.
We don't have it. I don't know the rules.
Vampire encyclopedia.
No, I don't not.
Well, I mean, speaking of vampire rules and encyclopedia, the what was it, the band of fangs or whatever they called themselves that Lestat had a laugh over in the hallway. They were pretty upset with Lestat breaking the rules of vampirism, and they thought they were going to dish out some punishment. And in that first scene, at first I thought he just snapped their necks by doing like some Jedi type stuff to them, but they ended up getting back up again. But yeah, I mean, they were very adamant.
The Tooth Team.
The Tooth Fang Gang.
But the Fang Gang, but he called him the Tooth Team.
Yeah, so they were very adamant
Regional
about
vampire.
Lestat breaking rules, and we know how important the idea of rules are to the vampires and what they're doing. So again, it'd be interesting to see how this ties in, if there's a whole bigger world event that happens because of Lestat.
Well, Lestat goes back and forth on those rules, though, doesn't he? He likes to enforce them, and then he likes to, be a little loosey-goosey on them.
The thing that I loved about this Fang Gang, and I don't know if you guys caught this.
I call them the Tooth Team. Call them what they are.
Especially so these two that are in front and center, and then we have it paused
Tim
right
and
here
Russ.
when they're in the hallway. We have Tim and Russ, and then in the background there's a guy with black, kind of an overcoat and the bleach blonde hair. It felt like, to me, they were paying a little bit of homage to your 90s, early 2000s, like vampires. Like, what were we watching? The Underworld series?
Oh, yeah.
Where they had all like the
Series.
vampires and
Well,
everybody was
then you
wearing,
have to have the rave
everybody
scene
was
in
either,
Blade,
they were,
right?
everybody
Yeah,
was
rave.
wearing a black, red, or dark purple, or maybe a little.
That's what I
silver
wanted to look at
work
in the
Everybody
opening
had
credits.
very like gothic Victorian style clothes and stuff like that. And so when you saw those two, I was like, okay, this feels a lot like your typical like vampires that we got portrayed in the 90s and in the early 2000s. And he rolled through them.
During
oh
so
my
I
God!
paused it
And the opening credits right
I
here.
knew it, and that's where I was like, "That's got to be like a callback to Twilight,"
like-
because you called out the Nosferatu,
Yeah.
and I was like, I think they did a poster in the bedroom where it would be your vampire.
It's about as Robert Pattinson as you can get without actually being
That's
him.
a Timu Robert Pattinson.
That's,
We have it at home.
We have Robert Pattinson.
at
We have a
home.
Robert Pattinson poster at home. But yeah, this was
During the opening
this was
credits.
a fun scene. But look, the whole Rockstar thing is really interesting. Look, they leaned really, really heavily in the trailer on the whole Rockstar lifestyle. And so I have to imagine we're going to backtrack, and it's not just like, hey, I went out the window, now the band knows and we're done playing music, because that's what they leaned in on so heavily in the trailer. And I feel like we're going to get a whole season.
Well, we got to
of-
get some more good songs that we've been listening
We have to.
because they've been
That's
a
the
lot of
point.
good
I
songs.
wonder when the soundtrack's going to be available on iTunes.
Well, they said it's
Probably-
already available.
Probably
Oh,
immediately.
they did?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Way to pay
He
attention.
was tying his shoe.
Oh, that's right.
Like 2
Busy
seconds in,
tying his
I'm
shoe.
trying to get comfy here in the studios, and of course, I missed the first Armand. You can probably hear me. Time of Day is going to have to cut that in, where I'm yelling for the background, "Fucking Armand!" Oh, we saw him for the first time. But I love this. I'm so happy to see Sam Reid back on television. I'm excited for the story. I'm so just
Right here, I have it paused. Listen to the tracks from the Vampire Lestat
wherever you stream music. Well,
So there
it could
you go.
be.
It'll
It
be
could be
available
anywhere.
for
But
ya.
the
That could be on LimeWire. You never know.
you're gonna
Fair share.
You're gonna give your computer an infection.
Oh, look, this was a great first episode. We're glad we're back to seeing Sam Reid in this amazing role that he's doing. Hopefully, you all enjoyed it as much as we did, because we sure did. So for Apple and Oak, Mason Quinn, I'm of course the Answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.